You want to maintain perfect focus through your videos and avoid reshooting content due to basic mistakes. It is a disaster to review the footage and discover autofocus moments, but there are numerous settings to address this issue. Don't worry, after this video you will get it right on every video. I will share with you everything you need to know to achieve perfect talking head videos. First, we need to understand the depth of field. This is the key. It doesn't matter what camera you use, the principle remains the same. The difference is from one lens to another or how you prefer to shoot. You know about aperture, this number on the lens. The kit lens has f3.5, f5.6. Other, more expensive lenses f2.8 or f1.4. Briefly, when this number is lower, the image will be brighter and you will also have more blur behind you. When this is higher, you will have a darker image and less blur behind you. These numbers affect the aperture. This is why you will have a darker or brighter image, and also affects the depth of field, which is why you have more or less blur. If a lens has f2.8, this is the minimum you can go, but you can increase it if you want. Now, the depth of field also affects the focus. Let's start with the kit lens. This lens has f3.5, 5.6. This means when you are shooting wide at 16mm, you can go lower at a minimum of f3.5. And when you are zoomed in at 50mm, you can go lower at a minimum of f5.6. This is what this lens can do. When the lens is at f3.5, you will have a large depth of field. Seeing it from above, it will be something like this. The green zone is in focus and the rest will be blurry. Because we have this large depth of field, if we move a few inches, we will still be in focus. But also, what's behind us will be more in focus and we will have less blur. If we use a faster lens that can go lower at f2.8 for example, we will have a brighter image and more blur because the depth of field will be shallower. It will look better with a faster lens if you want the blur, but if we move a few inches, we can go out of focus and the camera needs to refocus, and that will create focus hunting. If you want more blur behind and use a faster lens like the Sigma 16mm f1.4, the image will be brighter, the blur will be more pronounced, but the depth of field will be even shallower, and if we move a little, we can easily go out of focus and the camera will try to refocus. This is the correlation between aperture and focus. We have advantages with the faster lens because we don't need that much light and we have the beautiful blur, but it will be harder to maintain the focus. And now that you understand how things work, let's do the settings and find out the best methods to have perfect focus all the time for talking head videos and B-roll. I will demonstrate using the Sony ZV-E10 Mark I and Mark II. The differences are almost none, but the principle applies to any camera. And if you're asking what equipment do I use to shoot my videos, I will add affiliate links in the description for all the equipment used to shoot my videos. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission, and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. The first method is eye tracking. It gets better and better with newer cameras, but I don't always find it the best method for talking head videos and fast lenses. I will show you using the Sigma 16mm f1.4 because if you have good focus at f1.4, at f2.8 or f3.5, it will be perfect. Go into the menu number 1, submenu number 4, focus mode, choose continuous AF, focus area choose wide. Face eye AF set, face eye priority in AF, turn it on. Subject detection, choose human. Right left eye select auto, face eye frame display on. Now you can see that the camera does a great job at tracking my eye. On ZV-E10 Mark II is the same thing, just the menu it's a little different. You will find the same settings in the menu and the names of the functions are the same. Focus mode, continuous AF, focus area, wide, subject recognition, all are the same. Just navigate through the menu and you will find them there. Now, there are two more super important settings: AF transition speed and AF subject shift sensitivity. With the ZV-E10 Mark I, go to the menu number 2, submenu number 2, and you will find them there. With the ZV-E10 Mark II, you will find them in the same AF menu. AF transition speed will affect the focus. It will be made smoother or more snappy. This is a matter of preference. Test it and choose what you like. The subject shift sensitivity. For talking head videos, when I stay in front of the camera and don't move too much, this should be lower. I like to keep it at 2. What does this do? If you move a few inches and get back fast, the camera won't react instantly to your movement. It waits a little before it starts to hunt and refocus. And if you shoot with a fast lens, as I do now at f1.4, this will help. Again, test this and see what's working for you. And if you find this video useful until now, don't forget to press the like button and maybe consider subscribing. Thank you. Why did I say that the eye tracking is not the best for me all the time? I move a lot, move my hands or turn my head. I like to express myself when talking. And I had a few times when I turned my head and the camera lost the eye. Or because I wear glasses, sometimes it was harder for the camera to track my eye. It happened rarely, and 90% of the time it was because I had my hands close to the lens, covering my eyes for a moment, but it happened to me. The best way is to test it and see if it works for you. If you don't breakdance like me when you speak, 99% of the time it will be fine. The second technique is the same for Mark I and Mark II. Just check the menu and all the settings are there. I don't use the focus area to wide. I switch to flexible spot. When you click on flexible spot on the Mark I, this spot will appear and you can move it. Move it where your head will be. And now the camera will concentrate on that spot and your head will be there. If you want to move the spot on the Mark I, go back into the menu, choose flexible spot again and move it. If you want to move it on the Mark II, all you have to do is press in the middle of the dial and move it. It's faster on the Mark II, but I rarely move it. For me, this technique works better. If I close my eyes, look in another direction, the focus will still be on my face. This is what I've been using for my videos for a long time, and it works fine. The eye tracking can be more precise on your eye if you don't move a lot, but you can also try this technique and see what works better for you. Before showing you how I set focus for my B-roll shots, keep in mind that some cameras are faster and better and some lenses are faster and better at focusing. ZV-E10 Mark I, it's great, but ZV-E10 Mark II, it's even better. Original Sony lenses are the best at autofocus, but also more premium third-party lenses like Sigma are great. I have used my Mark I and the Sigma 16mm f1.4 for a long time and I rarely had problems. I will show you now how I set focus for my B-roll shots. For B-roll, I use the second technique, using the flexible spot. I mostly keep it in the same place as I keep it for talking head shots, but sometimes I move it if I want to have the subject on a side as an example. But when I shoot B-roll, I set the speed and sensitivity higher most of the time. And another important aspect, if I move the camera, I try to move it horizontally around the subject, keeping the same distance between the camera and the subject. If you go closer fast, the camera needs to refocus a lot. So I try to keep the distance constant to be sure that the focus is great. Try eye tracking and flexible spot. See what's working for you. Practice the B-rolls and you are good to go, having the whole time perfect focus. But you can do all these settings and have perfect focus if you don't know the basics of how to set your shot, how to set your lights, and how to prepare the room for shooting. Your videos will look bad. I will give you a full guide on how to set up your room, your shot and lights to create perfect talking head videos and transform your content into professional masterpieces.